Hi loves, thanks for tuning into my channel. I can't wait to share with you guys this quick and easy makeup tutorial. If this is your first time tuning in, don't forget to say hello in the comment section and we're gonna get into this thing. Okay, so I've already washed and moisturized my face. I use the Clinique facial cleansing soap, and I also use this Moisture Surge from Clinique as well. I've been a little dry lately, so I really enjoy using the Moisture Surge because it does add a lot of moisture back into my skin, and you definitely want to hydrate your skin before you apply your makeup. So I'm about to apply this Studio Fix Fluid from MAC. I'm in NW45. And I know you guys are gonna be like, oh, this is different, but this is my method. This container does come with a pump, but I like to use just a little Q-tip just to apply mine. If you have a different method, go for it, but that's what I've been enjoying lately, and I've noticed that my application has been very smooth. And I'm just taking a beauty blender and blending the product into my skin. And normally in the mornings it takes me about maybe 15 minutes or so to complete this this look, and I pretty much do it every day. You know, something simple, easy, professional, pretty neutral, very appropriate to wear to the office, you know? So what I'm doing is I'm just using light tapping motions, and I'm just pressing the product into the skin, making sure it's done evenly. Another thing that I want to tell you is I don't wet my beauty sponge. I know you're probably like, what? But I just don't like doing that. I don't like the feeling of a wet sponge on my face. It's just not for me, but you can wet your beauty sponge if you want to. It helps the application process. So now I'm putting on the Studio Fix powder. I'm in NW45, and I'm just going over the foundation that I applied just to seal everything in. And I'm just using a brush just to apply the product. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is just brush my brow hairs. And I don't have a lot of brow hairs, but I still like to just make sure they're going in the right direction. It's super important, especially if you are going to be filling in your brows. You need to make sure they're going in the right direction. And I just keep it simple. I use a pencil to outline my brows or fill them in. And I told you guys, my method is so simple and easy. It's great for people who are just starting out in makeup, you know, so you won't be so intimidated. And then if you want to add additional steps that you saw the professionals do, you can do that. But for me, this is very simple and easy. Like I said, it doesn't take me long to get ready in the morning. And this is a method that I use daily, and it works for me. And my makeup looks great all day long. And you'll notice that I'm not gonna use a ton of products. And I don't like using a lot of products on my skin anyway, because you know, your skin can become irritated if you add too many products to your face at one time. So now I'm about to use this 24-hour extended eye base from MAC. You'll notice a lot of my makeup products are from MAC. And I'm just gonna apply it to my lid with my finger and just rub it right on in. And super easy. You don't even have to use a whole lot of this. Just rub it into the skin. And then on top of that, I'm actually going to use a paint pot. Sorry. This is a really neutral color. I don't know exactly the name of the color that I'm about to apply, but this is pretty much what it is, what the color looks like. And I forgot to grab that brush. Let me get it out. And just take a little small brush and just apply this to my lid. This acts as a base. It actually catches the eyeshadow or attaches the eyeshadow to the lid much better. It's definitely a great product to add to your collection. If you don't have an eyeshadow base or the paint pot. Definitely use a primer. You'll notice that your eyeshadows will apply more smooth and evenly, and your shadows will last throughout the day, but you definitely need to use a primer. All right, so next, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out this palette. We're working with the Soft Glam palette. It's an oldie but a goodie. I really love the shadows that are in this palette. They're absolutely gorgeous and easy to work with. So I'll show you in the split screen the shades that I'm using, but I'm gonna take Rustic and I'm just gonna apply it to my crease. I'm just using light motions, just adding the shadow here. Super easy. I'm telling you guys, it's so simple and easy to do this look, and I'm satisfied with it daily, you know, on how it turns out. And I'm going to apply this Noir shade to the outer section of my eyelid, and you see how I'm applying it. Sometimes I'll do the triangle method, but I don't want to go too far in today, so I'm just going to keep it right here on the corners and just apply it. This is a pretty dark shadow too, so you definitely don't want to apply a lot of it because you have to blend it. And I'm just gonna use this little brush here, and a blended, a fluffy brush is definitely preferred for this part of the application. And you see how dark the Noir shade is. If I had put much more of the shadow on, it would have bled all the way over onto my lid, and that's not the look that I was going for. All right, so it's blended in pretty good. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is apply my lid shade, and I think I'm gonna use Orange Soda. So I'm just using a flat brush and I'm applying it to my lid, and I'm just using light tapping motions to complete the application. Some people actually add a little bit of shadow right here. I have more mature eyes, so I don't think this, you know, that's not gonna work for me. But you definitely can add a little bit of a lighter shade to the corners just to make the eyes pop. But like I said, I have mature eyes, so that wouldn't be a good look for me. But I'm just using light tapping motions to apply the product. All right, so the next step is I'm gonna apply a little liner to my lid. All right, so I'm just using a basic black pencil to complete this application. I don't like using a liquid pencil because I feel like I don't have full control when I'm doing this. Just one of the cold pencils will work well for this step, especially if you don't have a steady hand. And you see I just applied a light amount of liner. I'm not gonna put anything under my eye because again, I have mature eyes and there's certain steps that mature eyes just don't need to have done. All right, so I'm looking for, oh, here it is, my concealer. So I use the dot method when it comes down to the concealer, and I simply add a little bit and then I count to 3 right here, a little bit here, and then 1, 2, 3. And then I take that same beauty sponge and I just tap it in. And the reason why I don't use a lot of concealer is because I don't want it to look cakey, and I just don't want to change the appearance of the foundation on my face. So I use the dot method, and that allows me to control the amount of product that I'm using on my face. And if I feel that I need to add a little more, I just add a little more to the area that I want to add more to. And as you can see, it's blending in nicely. What you want the concealer to do is just cover up the dark areas in this space as well as blend in. You definitely don't want to look like a, sorry, my light's doing something over here. Maybe this, I don't know, nope, not better. Anyway, you don't want your concealer to overtake your foundation. So just make sure you put just a little bit when you're applying it. And sometimes people put concealer right here below the brows. I didn't really feel like I needed to do that today. If I was going to somewhere like a more of a formal function, I would have did that step, but you don't necessarily need to do that. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my lashes. I'm going to show you guys the really simple and easy, quick method that I use to apply my lashes. You just need a eyelash tool, which looks like what I just showed you. You can order it from Amazon. And I simply just put a couple of dots of the eyeshadow glue to my finger. Oh gosh, I should have got my face all in the camera. Anyway, should have got these lashes out earlier, but that's all right. You guys will forgive me for that. But anyway, just take the couple of dots, and I like to reuse my lashes too. And if you are a person that reuses their lashes, you just be really careful with taking the glue off of the band. But I simply put the lash on the tool, and then just run my finger across here, and you just strictly concentrate on getting the glue on the band. You don't want to put it anywhere else because you definitely don't want to damage the lashes itself. And then you place the lash in between your natural lashes and under your upper lid. You place it there, you make sure it's secure. Voila. So make sure that you get the eyelash glue that dries clear as well. That's a big thing that you need to remember in order for your look to look, you know, cohesive and professional. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this lash. Just wanted to take off a little bit of that excess glue. I hope you guys have had the chance to say hello in that comment section. It's been so long since I've done one of these, but I'm so happy to be back. Just doing these types of videos because I've missed doing them and I really enjoy watching them. So, and I hope this is very helpful for you. Anyway, see, we're doing the same thing. We're simply applying the lash and letting go. Now, if you have put too much glue on the actual lash itself or on the tool, I wouldn't have been able to release it so quickly. All right, so with this step, this is optional as well. Sometimes people apply blush. I really don't feel like I need to put any blush on today. I'm just not in that mood for blush. But you can apply a little blush. You can also do highlight if you want to, just to bring up the look. And I'm gonna be back. I think I'm gonna figure out what lip color I wanna pair with this. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the finished look. I went with a more pinkish kind of nude shade. I'm really in love with nude shades on my lips. If you're that type of person, any type of nude shade will pair really nicely with the shadows that we decided to use today, or I decided to use. Also, I want to let you know that I used a primer on my lips. This primer is from MAC as well, and it helps your lipstick go on a lot smoother, and it lasts throughout the day. So you definitely need to check this product out at least once. You'll be definitely glad that you did. You'll notice that when you drink drinks, your lipstick will stay in place and it won't be bleeding everywhere. You know how that goes. Nobody likes that look. But anyway, I am so happy you guys decided to spend these few moments with me. Don't forget to stay connected with me by clicking that subscribe button, and I just can't wait to talk to you guys again in the next video.